Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. Today I have Popeyes. I wanted some fried chicken so bad, so I went and got some Popeyes. I got 3-piece spicy wings. Of course, I got the biscuit. I got red beans and rice, and then I got the spicy chicken sandwich. It was good the first time I had it, so I was like, I'll try it again. I want to have it again. So I'm gonna say grace, and then I'm gonna get into this food. Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this meal. I thank you for this opportunity. I ask that you bless this food. Let it be nourishment for my body. In Jesus' name, amen. So, y'all, the weather has been all over the place. Last week, it was looking like it was going to be fall. Like, the temperature dropped to, like, low 70s, like upper 60s for like 2 days. So everybody thought like, oh, it's finally fall, it's hoodie weather. No, it went right back up to like 80s, and yeah, it was right back warm. I said, this is how people get sick, because you don't know how to dress, you don't know what to put on, you don't know, it was weird. I've been in the mood for fried chicken, specifically Popeyes chicken. So I'm like, let me go get some of that. Some people eat like the wing part. I don't eat that part. But I eat everything else. Oh, got my favorite hot sauce too. Frank's Red Hot sauce. Drizzle this on here like this. I hope y'all can see it. Honestly, I like it so much because it's like the perfect blend of cayenne pepper and like vinegar. It's the vinegar that I like the most. And some sweet tea. I'm pretty excited right now about eating this food. Really good. Clean that bone. Let's see about the sandwich. I don't like pickles on my sandwich. Y'all like pickles on y'all sandwiches? I like pickles by themselves, but I don't like them on my sandwich. Very good. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking, how, I don't know, I guess the fact that it's pretty much fall now just kind of made me realize, like, we're always growing and evolving and changing, and like, as we evolve, our needs change, our wants change, our needs change, what's okay changes, like literally and figuratively, on a small scale and on a grand scale. Like, for example, I used to be able to use shea butter, you know, to moisturize with, and I thought it was a really nice moisturizer. It smells good, and like my skin looked really nice, you know, after using it. But then over time, I started noticing like I would break out, and I didn't realize it was from the shea butter. I just knew, like, what does it seem like? I keep having these little rashes, little rash patches everywhere. And I narrowed down everything I thought it could be. Turns out it was a shea butter. And I'm like, I've been using this stuff. Like, how is it that I'm breaking out? And I guess over time, my body developed a sensitivity to it. And now it's no longer something that I can use. And I thought about that this morning. Like, that's with almost everything. Stuff that worked for us, you know, in the past, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 6 months ago. You know what I mean? As we grow and evolve, eventually you reach a point where certain things is just not okay anymore. Like, that no longer works for me. It no longer serves me. It's no longer what I need. I've developed a sensitivity to it. You know, where I am now, I can't accommodate that anymore, you know. Like, that's the case for friendships, relationships, jobs, food, like anything, you know. When we were kids, it was like we used to be happy to go to the store and get candy from the store. And some candies were like our favorites. But then we reached a point where it's like, I mean, as we grow up, like, we don't necessarily have a taste for certain things, or our taste buds evolved to the point where it's like, I don't even like that anymore. That don't work for me. That don't taste good to me anymore. You might even try it. You might even taste it like, oh, wow, I haven't had these in years. Let me try this. And you eat some and you're sitting there like, how in the world was I ever eating this stuff? This is too much. It's too sweet, or it's too gooey, or it's too whatever, you know. You grew up and your taste buds change. You no longer like that kind of candy. When it comes to friendships, like, if you made these friendships when you were younger, it might have been perfectly fine when you were younger, or at a different point in your life, you know. The conversations y'all used to have, the type of friendship it was and all that, it served its purpose, you know what I mean, at that time. It was perfectly okay. But as you grow and evolve and your needs change and your priorities change, your situations change, your circumstances change, because that's a fact anyway. When your circumstances change, so do your priorities. You know what I mean? You might realize, like, this friendship ain't really working for me anymore, or I don't need to be so involved in it because me and this person are at two different points in our lives, and we can help each other, but only to an extent, or You know what I mean? Like, or sometimes it ran its course. Like, it was cool while it lasted, but you're growing in different directions, or you haven't grown at all. Or instead of making a decision to grow or do whatever you need to do to grow and evolve and go beyond the point you've been stuck at for however long, you're choosing to stay there. Meanwhile, I'm growing and evolving and ready for more from life, you know? And it's definitely okay to make that change because, you know, sometimes you might feel guilty about growing beyond something or someone, you know. You might feel bad about the fact that you chose to grow and they're stuck there and you choose to hold yourself back to wait for them to catch up. You choose to, you know what I mean? You feel like, oh man, like there's so much I want to do and I want this person to come with me. But it's like, did you pray about it? You know what I mean? Did you ask God if this person is even supposed to come with you? Are you evaluating every part of your life to make sure that you are lined up with where you're supposed to go and that this person is a person that's supposed to be included in that journey? Like, are they supposed to be going through, you know, going to the next phase of your life with you? Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they can, but it has to be a little more loosely than before. Things change. One thing about life is that it's constantly going. We as humans are constantly evolving. And the only thing consistent about this life is that change is inevitable. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. Some people embrace change straight on. Some people, they have to warm up to the idea that things are going to change, but it can eventually adapt. And some people, with some things, aren't going to make certain changes or certain adjustments until they don't have a choice. Like, I'm going to put you in a situation where, you know, and nothing you can do but do this. You know what I mean? Because your comfort zone is no longer available to you. Or, you know what I mean, what worked for you, whatever crutches you had to lean on are being taken or are being dismantled. So now it's like, what you gonna do? You gonna grow or you gonna be stuck or you gonna be just out here, you know? It varies. But it's okay to move forward when something doesn't work for you anymore. Because it happens. Friendships, relationships, family, products, jobs. Really think about it. Like, what are you trying to do? Where are you trying to be? Who are you trying to be? Are you trying to take everybody with you? Are you supposed to take everybody with you? Are you doing things that aren't really your responsibility to do? Are you finding yourself responsible for things that you shouldn't be responsible for? Are you holding back your own growth because you're trying to accommodate something or someone? How long are you going to let that be the case? How long are you going to stifle your own growth? When you're going to start saying no? When you're going to start applying pressure? When you're going to start saying, you know what, that doesn't work for me anymore. I don't really like that anymore. Or I've grown beyond this point in my life. Or You know, when I met you, I was at a certain point in my life, and this friendship served this purpose for this reason. And we were able to be close, and, you know, you helped me through this and I helped you through that. But now I'm entering a different phase where I want something different, or I could miss out on having something if I don't step into it when I do. And if I do, I'm going to have to either let go of your hand or, you know what I mean, just have a looser tie to you so that I can do what I need to do, you know. Just my thoughts. We're changing, evolving, growing, learning. And sometimes you don't really realize that you need to grow, or that you haven't been challenged in a certain area, or that your needs aren't being met, or that whatever it is that, you know what I mean, you just kind of realize you need more or want more. You don't realize that you've been going without, or that it's been time for you to move forward, until you're put in a situation where it just kind of hits you. Because sometimes change can happen and it's gradual. It's a gradual realization that, okay, I need to, you know, progress in a certain area. And sometimes change happens and it just kind of hits you. Something drastic happens and it just hits you like, I can never do this again. I can never come to this place again. I can never be around these people again. Me and her can't chill no more. Or, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, like, it happens just in a moment. Like, it just clicks. Nah, this ain't it. I gotta go. This is the last time I'm gonna deal with this issue. This is the last time this particular thing is gonna give me a run for my money. This is the last time I'm gonna let this person do this or that, you know. It just hits you. Like, a change has to be made. And sometimes it just, over time, you just slowly do something else. I also know that once the change is made, or at least you have a realization that change needs to be made, and you start taking steps to make the changes, it's like things just start lining up. Like, doors start opening, opportunities, you know what I mean, come to you, where it's like, wow, I could have been doing this a long time ago if I had known. Or, you know, wow, I would have never gotten to this point if I didn't make that decision. I'm so glad I did. You know what I mean? I just feel like everybody has a point like that in their life where they realize they have to make a change, or they're forced to make a change. And sometimes you know you need to make a change, but you're too comfortable in your comfort zone, and you're going to try to hold on to that as long as you can without it having to be any different. And sometimes you know you need to make a change, but me making a change means I'm going to inconvenience all these other people, or, you know, somebody might be upset or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's going to have to happen. You know, sooner or later, the change is going to have to be made. And if something doesn't work for you anymore, you got to do what you got to do to move around it. So I just hope all y'all embrace the positive changes that are happening or are going to be happening. I hope you embrace them, and that you aren't afraid to make whatever decisions you have to make It could involve disappointing people, but sometimes you just gotta choose yourself. You gotta evolve and you have to adapt. I've gotten so full off of food. I'm really trying to finish this chicken sandwich. I finished all my wings. I don't see myself eating this biscuit, to be honest. I got a little bit of red beans and rice left. Let me finish that. Okay, finish that. Now I just got the chicken sandwich. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for checking out my channel. I appreciate all y'all support. I appreciate the positive feedback. Remember to be safe, when you go out in public. Be kind to somebody. Tell somebody you love them today. Thank y'all so much. Peace out.